young Ambassador Mark visits the Embassy of Albania.
Welcome! Welcome to the Embassy of Albania. Let me surprise you. Come over.
Albania is located on southeastern Europe's Balkan Peninsula, with Adriatic and Ionian coastlines and an interior crossed by the Albanian Alps. The country has many castles and archaeological sites. The capital, Tirana, centers on the sprawling Skanderbeg Square, which is the location of the National History Museum. The museum has exhibits spanning from antiquity to post-communism. The Albanian beaches are outstanding.
Let me show you our art gallery. It is actually called the Albanian Embassy Art Gallery, and this is where you find a lot of exhibitions. This one is an exhibition of aerial pictures taken of Albania and also pictures from underwater. Please come with me. I want to introduce you to two of the main figures of the Albanian state. In 1912, Albania declared independence from the Ottoman Empire, and he's the founder of the Albanian nation, Mr. Qemali. And then the second introduction I want to make is with Mother Teresa. She's of Albanian descent, and she is an icon of our culture. I will take you now to my office, if you please.
Excellency, how long have you been in The Hague as Ambassador of the Republic of Albania?
I arrived in The Hague in the summer of 2014, and now that I'm thinking about it, the Netherlands is such a nice place to be during the summer, and I really enjoyed from day number one my arrival here.
How do you think your assignment to the Netherlands was beneficial to your career as a diplomat?
The Netherlands is a country that combines two postings, a posting as a bilateral ambassador, but also a posting as a multilateral ambassador. This makes the Netherlands a very, very interesting posting for the diplomat.
What was your first impression about the Netherlands?
I actually know the Netherlands for a long time. I came here to work as a court interpreter for the ICTY, which is International Criminal Court for Ex-Yugoslavia, seated here in The Hague. I got to know the Netherlands then in 2002, and I can tell you that The Hague at least has changed a lot since that time. And I have to say that maybe it was also due to the nature of my work then, it was quite boring. But now you have so much art, so much happening, so much events in The Hague that make Hague a very nice place to be.
What are the main areas of priority to the Embassy of the Republic of Albania here in the Netherlands?
The priority of the Embassy of Albania in the Netherlands is to get Albania known in the Netherlands. Albania is a small country. It is sort of, geographically speaking, in the periphery of Europe, but it's still in Europe, and it has a lot of things to tell to the Dutch people and to the Dutch culture. So the first priority I have is to make Albania known. And then the other question is, how do I make Albania known? And that is culture. I really focus on culture as a means of communication, as a way of transmitting messages of we are in the same, we share the same values, we share the same notions. We have maybe different ways of expressing ourselves, but look at our art, look at our culture, and do not feel alienated. Art unifies.
How is the Embassy of Albania promoting Albanian culture in the Netherlands?
We changed embassy in order to accommodate a space in this building which would give us the possibility to exhibit Albanian art, or would give the Albanian artists the possibility to express themselves and to show to the Dutch public that that art is universal and art has many forms also in Albania. And this all came about, actually, not because I was not convinced that art is the perfect way to communicate, but also because in 2014, when I just arrived here, Gemeentemuseum organized a Vincent Award competition And I was invited to participate in the big award ceremony because an Albanian artist was also participating. And to my surprise, it was me, myself, who got the reward, representing the artist coming from Albania because he could not make it. So I ended up on podium, on stage, holding this reward, giving a speech in front of all these very well-known Dutch artists and international ones as well. And after that moment, we had a really nice time where we exchanged many views and thoughts about Albania. So then it was more than natural to think art is the answer. Let us communicate through art. Another priority we have, and where we really focus a lot of energy, is the economic relations between the Republic of Albania and the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Because once you are in the Netherlands, you have to understand you live in a country that is made of traders, it's a trading nation, and that is the priority. Actually, sometimes it gets into priority number one. We talk economics and then we talk politics.
What are some of the advantages of doing business in Albania?
That relates to just what I said before. Albania is a country that has a lot to offer. We have a very, very interesting geographical position. We have a lot of coast, a lot of sea, we have mountains. And we also have a very quite cheap labor, quite skilled labor that works very well. We are very well known for our garment. We produce in Albania wonderful clothes that you don't even know that they come from Albania, but they are haute couture, they are very, very special. And it is interesting to invest in Albania because of its geographical position, because of its proximity to EU countries. And it's also very interesting to work or invest in Albania because of our natural resources. We have gas, we have oil, and we also have very, very, very affordable prices.
You work for a civil society organization in the field of migration. How do you look on the refugee crisis that is facing Europe and the Netherlands?
Very good question, but I just want to correct you on your question. You say Europe and the Netherlands, as if Netherlands is outside Europe. No, Netherlands is within Europe, and the challenges of the Netherlands are also the challenges of Europe. So I would not like to make a distinction there. We see that the world goes around, that the world continues and strives and works thanks to the movement of people. And it's the movement of people that makes everything possible. So whether you call them refugees, whether you call them displaced people, whether you call them people who are looking for their human rights somewhere else, they are all humans. And I think that Europe has to be acknowledge what Europe has, and we sometimes forget how pampered and what a nice life we have, and we are sometimes too egoistic to share some things with the other. And that part of sharing, that egoism or that fear that we have towards the other is to me something that I unfortunately notice in Europe and in the Netherlands. But we should be clever, more clever than that. We should maybe think in economical terms, we should think in developing terms, and we should think that the world or the economy is not a cake that is going to finish, but it is a different system that feeds upon itself and that has place for everybody.
Excellency, thank you very much for answering all our questions. And last but not least, what is your lesson of life?
Be present, be present, be present. That is very important for an ambassador, to be there, because the moment that you are there, when you're out in the world of diplomacy, then you meet people, you network, you discuss, you do the job of a diplomat. But it's important to get out and to go there.
Thanks for watching Diplomat TV.